and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I am here in Ponytown to talk about 5 things that you can't do in Ponytown. I made a video like this a while back, like maybe 2 years ago at this point, and I still get comments on that video, so I figured, you know what, why don't I update that list and make 5 new things that you can't do in Ponytown and have a little bit of fun with it. So let's start with number 1 on the list, and that number 1 thing on the list is that you can't die. That's right. No matter what you do, you cannot die. You can try all kinds of things. You can try to, sit on a bench, but you don't die. I don't know why you would, but you don't die if you sit on a bench. And you can even try to eat a banana. And watch this. I ate it. I ate the banana, and I didn't choke to death or anything like that. So you can't choke. You can't die. There's no real means to die whatsoever. What are you doing? No, don't press that. So next up on the list at number 2 of things that you can't do in Ponytown is you can't get wet. You can't get dirty. In fact, no matter how much I play around in this sand, look at this, I can lay in this sand, I can roll around in this sand, run around in this sand, all kinds of things like that. But I don't get dirty no matter what. And then I can go in the water, and look at this, no matter how much I go in this water or anything like that, I don't get wet whatsoever. Look, I can even completely submerge myself in the water. Look at this, I can just submerge myself almost completely in the water, and I still don't get wet. That's such a weird thing, isn't it? You can't get wet in the game, and you can't get dirty in the game either. So it is a germaphobe's paradise. And let me tell you, I have a thing or two about germs, and that is an awesome thing to know that you can't get dirty in the game no matter what you do. Next up on the list of things that you can't do in Ponytown is you can't run. That's right, no matter what you do, no matter what you press, no matter what you try and attempt, you cannot run. You can go at this pretty reasonable walking pace like this, or you can kind of hold shift and kind of go slightly, slower and things like that, and kind of get yourself like a comfortable, almost, it's a little bit of a sneak almost. You're like sneaking around. And then you can of course go at your normal speed like this. You could call this walking and this sneaking, or slow walking or whatever, or you could call this running and this walking, however you want to call it. I think actually that's how it's canonically called in the game because of the settings and stuff like that, but that's a whole nother story. But there is no way to run faster than this. You can't run, you can't sprint, you can't even gallop. Isn't that such a strange thing? We're horses, right? And yet we cannot gallop. Oh man, look at this. I really need to get up these cliffs right now. Oh sweet, some vines. Let me try to climb those vines and get up to the mountains. Wait, you can't do that? You can't climb in the game? What? That's impossible. This game gets an F out of 10. An F out of 10. You can't climb. I'm sorry, but you can't do it, no matter what you do. In fact, you can't even type /climb or something like that and climb like that. There's literally no way to climb. I think it would be one of the coolest things ever if you could climb vines. You can't climb in the game no matter what you do, which means if you want to get up on this cliff, you have to walk all the way around or get yourself a pair of wings. So yeah, you can't climb. In fact, if I go over here to this little stone wall here, I can't even climb over this wall. Look at me, I'm spamming shift, or not shift, I'm spamming space, and it's not allowing me to jump over it, so you can't jump either. You can't jump or climb. There's literally no way to get over this whatsoever, and I think I'm getting like people staring at me now. So let's move on to the next thing on the list. So the next thing on this list is you can't consume someone's soul. I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever that I can't just walk up to this random person here and then just consume their soul or anything like that. They just kind of just exist, and you exist too, yet you still can't consume their soul. You can't like suck their soul out or anything like that. You can't kill them. You just you can boop them, I guess. That's like the most you can do. You can't consume their soul, which is just honestly very unfortunate. Like, I mean, I should be able to come up to this person and not only boop them, but also steal their soul, eat it, and become more powerful. I don't understand why you can't do that, and it's honestly a real shame that you can't, but it's something that you can't do. And with that, we're just going to conclude the video there. One last thing, a little bit of an extra thing there. That person, what the fuck? That person was just in water somehow. But anyway, this next one, this little bonus here at the end is that you can't neigh. That's right, you can't neigh. You can't make any horse noises, in fact. You can of course type in, horse noises, like that's like the most you can do, but you can't actually make any noises whatsoever in the game, and that's just a little bit of a shame, don't you think? You should be able to make noises and use those noises to scare people, scare them so much that their soul leaves their body and allow you to consume it. That's what should be in the game, but you can't do that for some reason. I don't understand why you can't, but you can't, and that's that. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that. Because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.